covered in shit now.
How was the porting in the car?
So, which it's hard to say because it's an older car, you know, like we're getting all this like insulation shit right here, but I mean, with the glass, after like the first couple shots, it really
doesn't matter,
dies down. So
here's a question I personally had, and you guys, this would probably be good to have on video as well. So a lot of dudes, you know, they want to say negative things about porting. They want to say, oh, it's bad to shoot in confined spaces, it's not good for duty, you know, it's not as reliable, whatever. Did you feel that was the case?
I mean, I could definitely feel the concussion right off the rip, but it's, I mean, I know it's coming. Like, as long as you know it's coming, you train, like, I don't think it's gonna be as big of a deal, you know. But if you're picking up somebody else's gun, whatever, and like you're shooting in a confined space, yeah, it's probably gonna surprise you.
Sorry, go ahead. Do you think the trade-off would be worth it? So obviously with the porthole, you're picking
absolutely.
up a much flatter shooting gun, which is gonna help you shoot through your porthole, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, you're picking up a little bit more gas, but would you say the give is worth the take on?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So basically, with the porting in confined space, would you say it's worse or better than transitioning to a 5-inch to a 4 1/4? Because I mean, you get a shorter barrel, you got more concussion inside of a concealed space as well. So is it any different? Would you say between a 4 1/4 non-ported and a 5-inch ported?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I think it's all really about like where you're feeling it from. You know, a ported, you're feeling it more from the top down, and whereas like a 4-inch barrel or something more of a compact gun,
Just everywhere.
Like, it's really just kind of like wrapping around, hitting you from all sides. So it's really just picking on where you want it from. But if you're gonna gain all this recoil management from it, I mean, why wouldn't you pick that?
Right. One thing to mention, all the steering wheel impact you were doing there. One good thing about the Priest and all the Vudoo handguns is because we're direct mount, we've got a lot more thread engagement. We don't have a plate between the optic and the slide. Yeah. So there's a lot more thread engagement, a lot more strength there. So I think that could definitely be an advantage for duty weapons especially.
Absolutely. Absolutely. One of the biggest issues with plates that I've seen over the years is, you know, you put a plate on a slide, you put your screws, whether it's 2 or 4 or whatever, it's holding it down, you know, you Loctite that and everything. And even if you put the little witness mark that everybody likes to do so you see if it backs out, the problem is when you cover that with an optic, there's no way for you to monitor that those screws have not came loose without taking the optic off. Well, if you take the optic off, now you've defeated your Loctite, you've lost the torque spec, you've maybe lost your zero, you should reconfirm your zero. So if are you gonna literally do that every 5 or 6 or 1,000 rounds? You know, it's kind of, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot at that point.
Exactly.
So being able to mount directly, only have 2 screws holding that on the slide, and then put some witness marks on that where you can visually just look and see, hey, I'm still good because the marks are lined up. That's huge.
Exactly.
So for me personally, and this is just my personal opinion because I've seen it and I've just got a lot of experience in this particular area, man, is I won't run a pistol that's not a direct mount. I just won't. I don't care. Everybody's like, you know, these plates will last. Yeah, they last until they don't. Yeah. But how many times have I been on range and see somebody lose their zero and the gun, you know, it's not even that it comes completely off, it's just that you lose your zero. Yep. Well, if you're doing what me and him's doing, do you really want to be running through a house and potentially taking a headshot on a hostage or something like that and not definitively know that you have a good zero?
Yeah, you can't confirm your zero every time you go to engage anything.
No.
Or potentially, you just don't know.
Yeah, and you don't know when it's going to come loose. So it's a huge gamble. So I mean, literally, like, what do you just torque your? You know, it's very tough.
Yep.
So I'm a huge fan, and that's one reason why I run the Vudoo over every other 2011s, because there's really not that many options, honestly, where it's a direct mount deal. It's huge.
Strength is key there.
Absolutely, and a lot of them too. You know, when you put when you have the plate and then you put the optic on a plate, you're only going to get, if you really pay attention, you're only getting 2 to 3 threads engaging, which is not that much, you know.
Yeah, because everybody wants to maximize and try to get that optic as low to the bore line as possible.
Yeah.
Where you just can't get it as low with a plate system as you can with a direct.
Yeah. And I've looked, the one that I'm running on this, you know, I've counted them. I mean, you can get 7, 8 threads, maybe even more. So I mean, you're looking at twice the amount of thread engagement, sometimes even a little bit more, you know, depending on the optic you're running and the plate system you're running.
That's great.
But that's significant.
Yeah.
That's significant.
Yeah. The way you were running that against the steering wheel, I was like, wow. I am glad we don't run a plate.
100%. 100%. Yeah. It's good until it's not.
Right.